The fighting video game has become one of the most popular choices for gamers of all ages. While fighting games are now much more technically advanced, they remain true to the foundations the genre is based on. The first recognized fighting game was Sega's Heavyweight Champ, an arcade-style boxing game originally released in 1976. In the mid-80s, martial arts games brought more attention to the genre. Karate Champ and The Way of the Exploding Fist were among the first mainstream fighting games. Just a couple of years later, Capcom released Street Fighter. This arcade sensation utilized unique characters and special moves, establishing the foundation most fighting games would follow. In 1991, Capcom released Street Fighter II, which many consider to be the most revolutionary fighting game of all time. Street Fighter II added more characters and environments, but more importantly implemented vastly improved graphics and controls. Shortly thereafter, Midway Games developed Mortal Kombat. This game took a more mature approach to the genre by incorporating the concept of fight to the death. Both of these games exploded in popularity, and as a result, fighting games began the move from arcade to home gaming consoles. In 1993, Sega broke new ground with Virtua Fighter, which became the first fighting game to use 3D character models and a more dynamic camera. Tekken, released in 1994, improved on the 3D styling of Virtua Fighter and introduced an extremely complex control system, allowing for a more entertaining fighting experience. The Soul series, begun by Soul Blade in 1997, broke the tradition of hand-to-hand combat and introduced weapon-based fighting to the genre. In the late 90s, gaming crossovers such as Marvel vs. Capcom and Super Smash Bros. Allowed players to pit characters from different games against each other in an ever-increasing array of battlegrounds. In 2003, Capcom vs. SNK2EO was released as the first fighting game to use internet playability, a feature which has become the backbone of all modern fighting games. Since then, classic games have been remade to utilize online play and improved graphics. While the genre has made noticeable strides in gaming technology, today's fighting games are not much different than their ancestors. In the end, all that matters is delivering your opponent a beating they won't soon forget.